Hello again and welcome to another wonderful StarCraft 2 replay brought to you by XXSC2. I'm your caster V, and there's Dimaga's good luck, have fun, good game, as he has had in all the previous games so far. Today we have the fourth game in the finals of the 2011 Assembly Summer Finals, I believe played. It's a purely European tournament, and here we have the one, the only, mtxDIMAGA, the red Zerg, here in the northwest spawning position on the ESL version of Securus Plateau. And he is playing mouzMaNa. My post-it notes are mixed up, looking to the wrong place. mouzMaNa is the green Protoss here in the northeast spawning position. And Dimaga they are in close by air proximity. They can get closer by ground, but it takes chewing up some rocks. And both players are going to immediately scout the correct positioning first. And Mana's drone going to play around here a little bit. Alright, this map. Once again, it's looking like, alright, here, this one, for its expansion choke-off point, is smaller than the previous map. The previous was on Terminus, and Mana blocked off a much larger expansion choke point. So this one's a bit smaller, but probably easier to defend. He's now already saving up the minerals to get that expand, and Dimaga is getting an early gas, so either going to look at ling speed or a quick transition into roaches, getting his spawning pool down much quicker than he is getting his second base. And already Mana dropping his Nexus before he is getting his Forge. He already knows that the spawning pool is down, so there may be some lings going down right now. So if Dimaga works very quickly, which he's only getting 4 lings right now and a queen, so he is probably not going to try to push the point and run some lings out here, because he probably would be able to do that. The drone here already bringing down the gateway, going to place a photon cannon very quickly once this forge finishes. If Dimaga was going to take advantage of this sort of window of time, he certainly, I don't believe, yeah, he's not going to be able to now. The lings are already on the way. They're not going to be able to do much damage. This photon cannon may be, actually they might, if they run, no, they're stopping. They're probably going to go here and sit at the tower for a moment. Or they're bypassing. Alright, Dimaga is sending them all the way into the base. I believe it's already blocked off though with this second gateway, second nexus down. This photon cannon, yes, the lings cannot get through. This photon cannon is going to finish very quickly, and it's going to take out a ling or two. However, Dimaga pulls them back. These early lings probably should come out here and find this probe. The probe was blocking this hatch for a little while, but was probably chased off by these lings. And in fact, by taking the time to chase off that one probe, these lings probably lost the opportunity to flow into Mana's base and take out some probes. Dimaga has a Overlord up in the main of the base. He knows there's absolutely nothing up here. However, he also knows that Mana has taken gas. Mana may have been a little more tricksy to take the gas down here. However, there's the Overload over here, and it would have been absolutely no effort for Dimaga to float over there and see that as well. So, whatever, personal choice. Oh, sorry, that was not another gateway. That was a cybernetics core. And this one Zealot, probably, yes, on hold position. Now, this is a very good thing that I enjoy that Protoss do, is they can do these wall-ups and they can put a single Zealot here on hold position, and a single Zealot can hold off an enormous amount of lings, because these lings at most can get maybe 2 lings pounding on them at the same time. And Zealots, compared to a ling, have a lot of health and a lot of damage capability. They can take down lings very quickly. Alright, Mana moving into Stargate Tech already, as has been his play in the last 2 games. Dimaga is expanding again down here. This, I believe, there we go. Fraps is freezing up on me a little bit. Oh my. Yes, I guess it's alright. I've talked a little bit about second or third expansion placement on these games, and it comes down to, can you defend it? Not in these early in this early game, you're not worried that much about anything. Mana is producing the Void Ray, gonna probably get 2 Phoenixes after that, and a single sentry that is chasing off these Overlords. Wow, the sentry is going to get... Why is this so laggy right now? This Overlord getting killed by a sentry. And it goes splat. The second Overlord is hiding over here, but it'll probably get picked off by this Void Ray and or Phoenixes. Right now, the Zerg player has some pretty good map control. He's got both towers. Expanding over here, he's gonna want to scout this, or at least think that it's coming. His opponent has done it twice before, so getting either several queens up on both. Yes, getting 2 queens up on this hatchery. He is definitely getting it defended. He's not using the static defenses. He's using the queens, which I believe are a fairly strong defensive unit, because that's pretty much what they're defined to be, is a base unit. Except occasionally, oh, and we got Spore Crawlers going down. He's, yeah, and there's one also in the main. So just as Mana is getting, oh, Mana is not going Phoenixes. He's going full Void Rays. Perhaps taking advantage of seeing DIMAGA's forces have been largely anti-melee. We've been seeing Broodlords, Roaches, but no Hydralisk, no Mutalisk, not much air, ground to air. And right now he's moving out with those lings. Lost a few lings to this Zealot. You could probably take out the Zealot. Yeah, that's plenty of lings to take out the Zealot. Oh my, look at that micro. I don't believe he lost a single ling there. He pulled back the one that was getting damaged, and very nice. Alright, and we have a steady flow of lings, just as the trio of Void Rays moving into the main of DIMAGA. DIMAGA has a single Spore Crawler and a single Queen. I'm not sure. He might, if he... Oh, go get in there, Queen. You need to be helping. Oh. This, yeah, this is not going to be good. He needs... Yes, there we go. DIMAGA reinforces with 2 more Queens, loses a single Queen. Oh, and Mana loses a Void Ray, pulling back the Void Rays that are damaged. Transfusions going down on the Queens. Phoenix coming in, going to pick up one of the Queens. So it's a single Queen, cannot be transfused. Oh, second Queen goes down. Third Queen going to go down very quickly. Again, well, it was in the pod. Oh my, that's not good. Oh, but in that time, another Spore Crawler got up. Second Phoenix joins the fleet. Meanwhile, DIMAGA has a small little patch of Zerglings out here, but they cannot really do much with this. There's a sentry, ranged force up here, and 2 cannons. Lings are not going to do a lot. And Mana is doing very well with all of these Phoenixes versus these Queens and Spore Crawlers. Spore Crawlers are almost entirely destroyed by the time they come up. Wow, this is not looking good. Oh, 3 more Queens coming in, probably from the southern base. As this is going on, DIMAGA is already taking a 4th base, which Mana may want to start moving out and expanding as well. In the last game, he lost primarily because he had inferior production and inferior gathering capabilities. And now this air fleet. Oh, what? These lings. Can they take out? They're getting this around on this unit. Oh, yeah, I think they're going to be able to... Oh, these sentries have walled themselves in, and they can attack the... Oh, the lings got around. Wow, I've not seen sentries with this many kills. That's kind of funny. Oh, and they're going to quickly go down now, because there's this wave of lings. What is, I guess swarm is the plural for Zerg units? Swarm of lings? Like, I don't know, like a swarm of hornets or bug-like animals. I don't know. I still like the animation of a lot of lings is kind of water-like in its their distribution. A wave of lings. Observer going now. Just as, wow, this fleet of Phoenix is going to just come in, take advantage of the lack of anti-air from Dimaga, and just pew-pew down a couple overlords. I kind of questioning Dimaga's staunch adherence to his current strategy. He has played the same way all the games, right now moving into Infestor, which is exactly what he's done the previous 3 games. We haven't seen any units other than Broodlords, Roaches, Queens, Infestors, and Lings. That's it. No Hydralisks. Which I find Hydralisks tend to be more, are good against Zerg, or excuse me, good against Protoss more than they are against Terran, because Terran often goes mech, and mech units, playing Terran, I would probably go heavy Roaches, and playing against Protoss, you could do a Roach Hydra mix, because Protoss has such good air units that are frequently they're frequently called imbalanced. Alright, we got a Colossus on the field. That one remaining Void Ray that got down to 5 mana, the macro, or the micro from Mana with the 5 health. Very nice. Alright. Wow, 4 queens, really. Oh, and those Warpin units were getting pulverized by some flanking Roaches. This is not, I don't know, let's see how it goes. Can he take down the Colossus? Queens with the transfusion. Oh my, 4 queens now. They gotta take out this Void Ray. They're gonna do it. Wow, it's looking like Dimaga with his mixed bag of force, including queens, which I kind of disapprove of having queens in your attacking force. I feel it's kind of cheesy. They can be, if you are good enough, I guess they can be amazing, especially if you have creep spread. Oh my, and he completely destroyed, oh, but 2 more Colossus on the high ground. They're going to do a lot of damage. Oh, get back, Roaches, get back. Oh, you get charred. 4 queens, goodness. Alright, and so Mana was denied this expansion. He's gonna try again. He doesn't have much force. He knows that there's swarms out here. This swarm of Zerg. What's the plural for an army of Protoss, I wonder? Is it... I really don't know. Like, the Zerg are obviously the swarm, and I guess you could categorize the Terran units into military terms, but I have no idea what Protoss would be. 3 Colossi now, handful of Stalkers, handful of Zealots, a couple of Phoenixes. Oh, beautiful! Stalkers on the high ground, chasing, eating up those queens, chasing off the Zerg army from the Xel'Naga Watchtower. He got Mana gets a sight of the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Going to see the composition of this army. See that it's almost entirely Lings, with a few Roaches and a good deal of Infestors. And getting Corruptors now. The Corruptors are going to be very good against these Colossi because the Colossi are so tall they cannot, they can't shoot up, but they can be shot at by air. They are very much the Broodlords of the Protoss army, I should think. Oh, and Mana once again trying to take this, or actually I believe this is a second attempt at the Nexus. Even distance mining now. Is he out? He's almost out of his main. Dimaga now on 4 bases, taking 2 more. Wow, gratuitous expansion. Just massive expansion, expanding the creep. I would have liked better creep spread by now, especially with how many queens have been, those Lings, how many queens that have been on the field. Oh my gosh, the cloud of Corruptors are going to target fire, hopefully target fire down these Colossi, because the Colossi are doing the most damage to all these Lings, all these Roaches. If the Corruptors can take down the Colossi, then the rest of the Zerg army can probably take out this small force of Stalkers, especially when these Stalkers are getting distracted by the Queen. And mouzMaNa facing, once again, superior production and resource gathering, has to GG. He was able to produce an interesting mix of units. He did not have, he only had about 6 warp gates. You sometimes see Protoss get up to like 8 or something like that. And so, alright, time for the final game. It is tied 2 mana, 2 Dimaga. Who is going to take it? However, this is about 2 weeks after the tournament, so if you've been paying attention to anything, you know who takes it. Nevertheless, on to the next game.